hundreds dead because of COVID-19 misinformation, many from drinking methanol or alcohol-based cleaning products.
Here's a summary of the article.
At least 800 people died around the world because of coronavirus-related misinformation in the first 3 months of this year, researchers say. A study published in the American Journal of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene says about 5,800 people were admitted to hospital as a result of false information on social media. The paper concludes that it is the responsibility of international agencies, governments and social media platforms to fight back against this infodemic, but tech companies have been criticized for their slow and patchy response. The BBC's own investigations found links to assaults, arson and deaths as a result of misinformation about the virus, and spoke to doctors, experts and victims about their experiences. Social media also helps scammers to take advantage of the pandemic, selling ineffective badges that claim to ward off the virus, and urging followers to part with money in exchange for a mineral miracle supplement, which is, in reality, diluted bleach. As vaccines emerge, there is the further threat that anti-vaccine campaigners will use the platform provided by social media to persuade people not to protect themselves. Despite social media companies removing or labeling misleading information about vaccines, recent polling in the United States showed that 28% of Americans believe that Bill Gates wants to use vaccines to implant microchips in people.
This post received a score of 54,000, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Apparently the methanol part was because there was a rumor going around in Iran that drinking alcohol helped the body fight coronavirus, and since it's all black market there, people were being sold fake booze made from methanol instead of ethanol.
Greater than fake booze made from methanol instead of ethanol. That consumer base will shrink really fast. They either die or go blind overnight. I highly doubt people can drink methanol and continue their lives. This was a problem when the U.S. tried prohibition too.
The U.S. government once poisoned alcohol to get people to stop drinking.
Definitely started a search for bittering and marking agents scummy bootleggers couldn't distill out. That article got its information on Ginger Jake wrong. They were allowed to continue to use alcohol, however they were required to have a high weight in ginger solids, which producers tried to skirt around with additives like castor oil. They were not, as the article implies, trying to create alternatives to alcohol.
How in the holy fuck is this not a mini-series?
Ken Burns did a series on Prohibition. Really good.
One of his best.
100% agree. The combination of jazz from that era as the soundtrack and the setting of the Roaring Twenties made it perfect.
Greater than many of the victims had followed advice resembling credible medical information, such as eating large amounts of garlic or ingesting large quantities of vitamins. Others drank substances such as cow urine.
What I consider to resemble credible medical information is apparently very different from others.
I mean, there's millions of people rubbing oil and salt on themselves and collecting crystals because some shop lady said it was medicinal. It's not hard to trick people into doing things.
We put warnings on hot things, we put warnings on sharp things, we put Mr. Yuck stickers on chemicals, we told people not to stare at the sun, or play in traffic. But there's always that 1% you can't protect.
Greater than Mr. Yuck stickers on chemicals, and there I was, thinking that was supposed to be for warning young children. It's meant for adult children too.
You can't blame C-19 for this. Stupid is unaffected by the pandemic.
It seems like stupid is amplified by the pandemic, judging by how America is reacting to it anyway.
You mean political leaders encouraging and even participating in mass gathering that numbered into the tens of millions during the height of a pandemic was not a good idea? I have also noticed that apparently Americans think cloth masks are hazmat suits. Haha, so many selfies of people hugging complete strangers with masks on to celebrate their maskness. You dumb fucking people, you still need to socially distance, and those cloth masks still allow 90% of particles to pass though.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.